This is Joe Rosemary with Rosemary Fishing. We're out here going for bass and pike, just enjoying a beautiful morning again out on the lake. Here we go. All right, and here's our first one of the day. It's a fish, barely. Just a little small northern pike, about 9 or 10 inches. Not real big, pretty skinny. Gonna throw him back. And here goes our skinny little pike. There's number 2 on the day, just another little northern pike, deep diving crankbait. Get him loose. And here goes our little pike. Okay, we moved to a new spot. Got our first bass of the day. Got him on that deep diving crankbait. Get him loose. And here goes bass number 1, fish number 3. So as you can see that little boil where all these bubbles are coming up, that is bass chasing some bait fish, some shad or minnow of some sort, pinning them up against the top of the water. So what we're doing is casting beyond that and then cranking in real slow, dragging in the top couple foot of the water and getting those bass. Oh, well, that was fun. It was a nice hard tug. Felt like I was gonna have a good one, but turns out it's just medium-sized bass that dove into the weeds. Looks pretty fat though. We'll get these weeds off and get them unhooked and back in the water. Oh yeah, so it's still a nice healthy looking fish. Just not as not as impressive as it felt with all the weeds and all the pull down at the bottom. Now that we found the fish are doing pretty good, that's number 3 in about the last 5 minutes or so. We'll get them loose. And here goes fish number 5. Here's number 6. He was hooked in the mouth, jumped around, unhooked himself, foul hooked himself on the tail. So we'll get him off. All right, we got another one. This is a largemouth bass, kind of skinny. Caught him on an internally rigged worm. We'll get him loose and back in the water. And here goes fish number 9. Come on. Get out of there, little buddy. There you go. All right. That's a really nice one here this morning. Switched over to that deep diving crankbait. Chasing one of those balls of bait. And look at that horse. That's a good looking fish. We're gonna get it loose and get a measurement on it, get him back in the water. Okay, we got a measurement, 21 inches. Back in the lake where it belongs. And oh boy, here's this monster. This isn't even a hammer handle. This is like a little picture framing hammer. I mean, this thing is tiny. It's a little northern pike. Caught him on that deep diving crankbait. He went after it, even though it's bigger around than he is. But we'll get him loose. And here goes our baby pike. Here we are, got another largemouth bass. Not as big as the other ones, but still a good sized fish. Get him unhooked and back in the water. He got himself off and back in the water, but we'll keep going. And we just had another northern pike, but got off lifting him in the boat on the lure rather than in the net. So, all right, and here's number 12 on the day. Switched from the crankbait to a deep diving swim bait. Just another little dinky pike, but we'll get him loose and back in the water. And here goes our scrawny pike. All right, and here's number 13 on the day. Same deep diving crankbait. Little small largemouth bass. We'll get him loose and back in the water. And here goes that bass. And here's number 14, just another small northern pike. We'll get him back in the water. Here goes another little pike. Number 15 is another little pike. We'll throw him back. And away he goes. Well, there must be a whole mess of these guys down there. They're all about the same size. That's fourth cast in a row that I've hooked into one. I missed the hook set on one, but that's number, what, 15 on the day, 16? I don't know. Lots of little northern pike. Here's number 17 on the day, another largemouth bass. Come on, little buddy. Caught him on that deep diving crankbait. We're just wind drift trolling over a flat here. Can you hold still? We'll get him loose and back in the water. And here goes number 17. So if you look, got about a 7 to 10 mile an hour wind. Just a nice little chop, wind drift trolling, picking off fish on the edges of weeds. Just lost another one. It was actually a pretty good sized bass. We had him maybe 3 foot from the boat and got a head shake right as I was reaching for the net. So what do you do? And here's number 18, another small northern pike. Gonna loose him back in the water. And here goes northern pike. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for a day. It's been a pretty good day. We got 18 total fish, a lot of little ones, but we did get one nice 21-inch bass earlier in the day. Just out here enjoying the beautiful weather, bluebird skies before it gets too hot. But it's been Joe Rosemark with Rosemark Fishing. Thanks for watching.